Even though it may sound unbelievable, pet owners firmly believe that their animals possess some special abilities that surpass human capacity. A case in point is the remarkable story of Ohana Butler and her dog Keola. Once you hear about this instance, you'll likely start to believe it too. Ohana and her partner Ricky were ecstatic when they found out she was expecting a baby. However, when she was 4 months into the pregnancy, her dog Keola started acting strangely and was constantly pawing at Ohana's belly. Although the couple ignored Keola's behavior at first, they soon realized the terrifying reason behind her odd actions. This dog wouldn't stop barking at his pregnant owner's belly and ended up saving her life. Before we begin, make sure to click the like button, subscribe to our channel, and click the notification button for more amazing videos. An instant connection was felt when Ohana and her fiancé Ricky first met. They knew they wanted to spend the rest of their lives together, and that's why they decided to start a family right away. After several failed attempts, it all started to feel like a distant dream. But then one day, Ohana received the most awaited news of her entire life. She was pregnant. It didn't take much time for Keola, an American Akita, to realize that her mom was pregnant. Although she was already giving her mom hugs and kisses, she became even more tender at realizing that her mom was pregnant. Keola started to spend most time with Ohana as her belly grew bigger by the day. Keola was normal at first, but she started to behave really strangely by the time her mom was about 4 months pregnant. Keola's behavior was odd, and she was no longer watching over her mom peacefully. Instead, she started whimpering and pawing at Ohana's belly. It seemed like she was trying to get something out, but the couple didn't pay much attention to it except for Keola's behavior. The pregnancy of Ohana was going pretty okay, and she was really enjoying it. She experienced comfort during that period. The couple was really excited to welcome a new soul into this world, and they simply ignored Keola's behavior as they thought she was going through a phase. Pregnancy was going like a breeze for Ohana, until one day she started to feel sharp pains. She had just hit 16 weeks when she suddenly started to experience some really sharp pains in her lower back. The intensity of pain was so severe that she could hardly talk or walk. Ricky rushed her to the hospital and prayed for the best. As Ohana was quickly taken to the hospital and the doctor saw her right away, the couple started to worry about their baby. The couple felt really relieved upon hearing the news that the baby was fine and it was only pregnancy that was taking its toll on her body. She was advised to just take it easy on her body and get more rest, but something still wasn't right. The constant thought of whether the baby was okay or not drained the couple, and they just wanted to go home and get rest. Although Ohana was still experiencing sharp pains, she trusted the doctors and went to her comfortable bed to get some much-needed rest. Ohana shared the updates on Facebook the next day so that her family and friends would know how everything was going. She shared everything from the symptoms to even how Keola had been acting strangely in the last few weeks. Many of Ohana's friends and relatives were quick to offer their support, and some of them even urged her to trust Keola's instincts and that she should go back to the doctor. The last few days for Ohana had been completely exhausting, and she didn't know what to do. She didn't want to go to the doctor as they had already told her everything was fine. However, Ohana's pain remained and she started to believe that Keola might be right. Although Ohana was hearing from her friends and family that she should go to the doctor, she was finding it hard to make a decision. It wasn't until her mother stepped in and urged her to get a second medical opinion. Her mother was quite certain that Keola's strange behavior was no coincidence. As Ohana went to work the next day, she didn't know something bad was about to happen. Ohana woke up the next morning still in pain. However, she decided to go to work. As she tried to head out the door, Keola tried her best to stop her mom. Keola jumped up and down and kept on whining, and then Ohana collapsed. Ricky heard the commotion and quickly took her to the emergency room. Ohana was in the emergency room under conditions started to stabilize. Doctors ran a series of tests to determine the cause of her pain and wanted to know if there was anything serious or not. Everyone was waiting for the results, and soon they found that Keola was right. It was not good news. After running a thorough exam and a series of tests, doctors came back with concerning news. Ohana had a double kidney infection. The scary thing about Ohana's condition was that if she had waited any longer, it could have caused her and her baby's death. The doctors knew that Ohana was at serious risk of not just losing her pregnancy, but also her life. The doctors wasted no time in placing Ohana on a serious regimen of antibiotics. They started to provide the necessary care and treatment to stop any further damage to her kidneys. Everyone felt relief as the treatment worked and Ohana and her baby were healthy. During Ohana's antibiotic regimen, the doctors monitored the progress and ensured that the infection cleared up. Now, all the couple had to worry about was the arrival of their newest family member. After such stressful times, the good news finally came as Ohana gave birth to a beautiful baby boy in November 2015. The baby boy was named Lincoln. The couple felt over the moon and were so grateful to Keola. After the birth of Lincoln, the couple spent a few days with him in the hospital. They were super excited to bring their new baby to their home, and also so they can introduce him to Keola. While reflecting on her pregnancy, Ohana couldn't stop thinking about her pup wanted to tell her that something was wrong. She didn't know how she would ever get to repay her beloved furry friend. As expected, Keola was instantly ecstatic upon realizing that her mom and dad had a new baby brother with them. Keola was so excited that she just couldn't leave her baby brother's side. The couple now realizes that Keola was trying to tell them something was wrong, and so it was understandable how strong her bond was with their son. No matter where Lincoln went, Keola never left him and was always by his side, as Keola was a big dog as compared to tiny Lincoln. Ricky and Ohana were worried about her hurting their kid unintentionally. But Keola is a smart dog and she realized the size difference pretty early. Therefore, she was always extra gentle around Lincoln. Ricky Ohana's little bundle of joy turned 1 year old in no time. He was growing really fast in front of their eyes. Lincoln and Keola spent hours cuddling, playing together and going on walks with mom and dad. The family loves to do a lot of things together, and one of those things is going on long walks around their neighborhood. According to Ohana, the adorable thing is that Keola always knows when it's time for their daily walk. After some long, tiring walks, taking a peaceful nap became customary for Keola and Lincoln. They looked super cute taking a nap together. By then, the couple knew that Keola and their son have a special bond, but they did not know that someone else would think the same as well. Ohana truly felt that Keola saved her life and the life of her unborn child. For her, Keola was a hero, and apparently others felt that as well. The story of Keola went viral, and she was nominated for an Animal Hero Award by the RSPCA. Keola attended the awards ceremony with her mom and dad where she received an award. Although Lincoln is just a baby, it is quite obvious that he has developed a special bond with Keola. The smile on Lincoln's face gave us some really hopeful vibes of their great future together. As Lincoln is a toddler now, Ricky and Ohana feel blessed and super lucky to have Keola for giving them a warning. Not only does the couple feel blessed to see their child healthy and happy, but they also get to see him growing alongside Keola. The story of Ricky, Ohana, Lincoln, and Keola show that sometimes pets are telling us something which others can't see. In an interview with the Daily Mirror, Ohana said, "I have absolutely no doubt that both me and my son Lincoln would not be here today if it was not for Keola." Some people think that Keola's behavior was just a coincidence, but many pet owners have a firm opinion that pets can tell when something isn't right. Pets, dogs in particular, can actually tell if a person is ill. It's because of their strong sense of smell. In fact, they have 50 times the amount of scent receptors as humans, which makes their sense of smell 100,000 times stronger than ours. As we know that the chemistry of the body changes whenever someone is sick, dogs can sniff to pick up those changes. When Ohana had a double kidney infection, Keola was able to pick up on her body chemistry changes. As they can sense body chemistry changes, they can sometimes even sense if a woman is pregnant. Thanks to their amazing sense of smell, they are able to detect the hormonal changes of a woman.